and welcome to IMS Today. And today we have a very significant guest, Mr. Ashok Aggarwal sir, with us, a personal branding strategist and a data-driven storyteller. I warmly welcome you to IMS Today, sir.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
You have been influencing young age students from very young age. So, young age, you have been building a strong professional brand, following, having a large following. How did you plan and achieve this?
Honestly, I did not plan anything. These 50k followers, they were just a fluke, I would say. I just kept posting content which I felt, these are things that someone I wish had told me, and some things were things that people had told me. So I just made some post and, posted about them. If this is an internship, how you can work towards going into that internship and stuff like that. So it was just a consistent process which compounded over a period of time. So I was able to get 50k on LinkedIn.
So, sir, basically, what practical advice you would give to young youth age to start content creation?
Okay. See, when it comes to advice, I'll just say that you should know what you want to say before saying it. Okay. In today's age, people are thinking that कुछ भी डाल दो चली जाएगा. ठीक है. That is not the right way to go with content. ठीक है. The right way to go with content is कुछ भी डाल दो चल जाएगा, yes, but you need to see कि is that a field that you have knowledge about, or have idea about, or is that a field that you want to make content in. Let's just say if you guys are today taking my interview and stuff like that, it's not like you're saying random stuff and just कुछ भी बोल देते हैं, कुछ ना कुछ आंसर दे ही देगा वैसा करके. You have your questions made with yourselves, right? So I think not a plan, but a niche should be defined for the students before they start with content and everything.
So, sir, like many students want to have internships and building their CVs. Yeah. What practical steps you would suggest to secure the opportunities and how should they prepare?
Okay, so first of all, I think CV comes on a very later stage. The first thing that comes into play is that you need to know what you need to work towards. ठीक है. I think लोग क्या करते हैं, सबसे बड़ा mistake जो हो जाता है बच्चों का, that is कि they build a profile towards only one thing. ठीक है. In content you need to pick a niche, but in college you do not want to pick a niche. You want to explore and experiment what is working for you, what is not working for you. Do you want to get into public policy? Do you want to go into marketing? I am someone who comes from a statistics background, which is a very research heavy background. Mostly my peers and my friends, they are into masters. Someone is doing actuarial or something like that. I'm the only I'm not saying lone wolf or something, but I'm the only one who is in marketing right now. Okay, because I like it. Simple as that, and it pays the bill. Okay, so yeah, I'd say just focus on your internships, diverse internships, then you'll come to know what you need to add in your CV.
So, like, what's the biggest mistake that youths make to slow down their growth?
Okay, so a mistake that youth makes to slow down their growth. Okay, that is a very good question, by the way. See, today what we are doing, we are sitting over here. There is a person who's behind this camera. There is a person who is, directing you to, ask the questions and everything. You're someone who is giving me the questions. I'm able to answer them. There's another guy in this frame who is, handling the camera. Okay, there are multiple people over here, right? But there is, and it's a weekend, by the way, right? But at the same time there will be someone sitting in their hostel having a drink with their friends, right? Ki weekend hai ji, jo bhi hota hai, right? So we need to see in college, in youth needs to see that do they want to get in involved into intoxicants at this point of time, like 3 साल बैठ के ये सब काम कर रहे हैं, या फिर उन्हें अभी मेहनत करना है ताकि बाद में अपनी ज़िंदगी आराम से चैन से जी सकें. ठीक है. सो आई थिंक दैट इज़ वन थिंग दैट यूथ नीड्स टू अंडरस्टैंड. जितना जल्दी मेहनत कर लोगे उतना बाद में आराम से जियोगे, विच आई थिंक आई विल नॉट से दैट आई हैव डन अ लॉट ऑफ मेहनत और समथिंग, बट even when it comes to intoxicants and everything, okay, yeah, we had our share of fun and everything, but not like this ki rosy chal raha hai and everything, which obviously gives you brain fog and more problems in life going forward.
Okay, so with this end, I would like to ask you, sir, like, what one advice would you like to give to the youth to succeed in data analytics?
In data analytics, okay, I think learning programming languages is one thing, okay, but a thing that will help them more is not learning it but actually understanding ki, how this particular code, let's just say I'm giving you an example, how this particular code will help this particular application. Let's just say there is a concept of vibe coding these days. I do not know if you guys know vibe coding or not, but vibe coding is basically ChatGPT से content उठाया और code बना दिया. ठीक है. करो चलेगा वो, बट यू नीड टू नो हाउ इज दिस थिंग वर्किंग, बिकॉज इन द इंटरव्यूज यू विल बी आस्क्ड द सेम थिंग कि हाउ विल यू फाइंड द लीनियर रिग्रेशन, लेट्स जस्ट से आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एन एग्जांपल, व्हाट इज फिबोनाची सीरीज, ऐसे क्वेश्चन आएंगे वहाँ पे तुम ये नहीं कह सकते कि अरे मैं तो चैट जीपीटी से करके आया था वैसा करके. सो आई थिंक यू नीड टू एक्चुअली लर्न एंड you actually need to understand how that particular thing works.
Thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time. This is Surbhi Vashne with camera person Manya Joshi, IMS Today.